and figure out whether you ever experience feeling uncomfortable feeling in your body when you felt lightheaded, or it felt like you were dizzy, or like you're just about to faint. You've noticed you sweat, you felt shaky, you had legs which were wobbly, maybe you felt even sick, you had those stomach cramps. Maybe you experienced pains in your chest, or maybe you were one of those people who couldn't stop crying. Almost like you can't control what's happening to you, and everything is in a super quick mode. I mean, you can't stop those things. Almost like you're zooming out from reality, and everything around you, including your mind, body, and surroundings, they are disconnected. Um, if so, if that is so, perhaps you experience a panic attack. And what is panic attack? Attack are a fear-driven. They are response to stress. This is a response, a reaction to any situations which you'd consider as a danger. So if you know fight, flight, fight response, this is what we're discussing here. However, the panic attack is exaggerated response to a situation of excitement or stress. Okay. And most panic attacks last between 5 to 20 minutes. So it's not a long-term condition. And your symptoms are usually uh, to others if they pay attention. It's only you who's experiencing it first, right? But if you don't know what's going on to you, what's going on in your body, what's happening to you, this could be very frightening experience. And I think the worst thing about panic attacks, if you don't know how to deal with them, is that it feels like you're losing control. It's not about fainting. It just everything is going so fast. That you are scared that you're going to die. For some people who are going through heart attack, the heart palpitation or trembling is one of the symptoms as well. Breathing is difficult, become very difficult for them as well. So that's why it's such an upsetting experience. Um, Now, the panic attacks, if they happen more often than once or twice, they normally symptoms of anxiety. So it's normally the first things comes first, right? So you want to sit down with yourself and be honest. What is it that is causing my anxiety? What is it that I'm falling into a trap of panic attacks? Who am I with? What am I doing at those times? Where am I in those situations? When is it actually happening? You're just sitting down with yourself and making that list, that trigger list, yeah. And then again, if you find somebody to talk to, that's absolutely brilliant. And if you don't, maybe try to figure out what is so difficult about my situation right now. Why am I so anxious? Is it something going on at work, something in my social environment, something in my home? Am I subject to frightening experience, maybe neglect, maybe abuse? Am I feeling stress about exams, work, friendship, relationships, like with my parents or with my spouse? Am I going through bereavement or loss, and this is how I'm experiencing it? Am I scared? Am I scared of someone? Am I being bullied? Um, is there any type of danger in my environment if I go to school, college, or university? Again, these questions are very difficult to answer, and again, as much as necessary, and um, as much as unavoidable, they are not the first step of action. The first step of action is to concentrate on breathing. If you're going through a panic attack, you want to calm your somatic experience. So concentrate on breathing, breathe slowly. There is a brilliant method called 7-11, which means that you breathe, that you count till 7, you breathe in, and then you breathe out, and you count till 11. So have a look at me. I've just done it. It took me less than a minute. You didn't know what was going on. I was just showing my fingers here, right? And you didn't know. So it's very personal, it's very hidden method. Nobody will notice. But if you repeat it 3, 4, 5 times a day, you can even, if not 5, not a day, sorry, if you repeat it 5 times in a row, you can even do it when you're standing in the queue. Nobody will notice. And I almost want to give you guarantee it will calm your body down. Finding a fine space again is very important. So sit down, zoom yourself out if you can't do it physically, because the situation around you is so stressogenic. Perhaps you want to visualize something that calms you down, like something that from favorite scene in the movies or your favorite holidays, that peace inside of you. That's important to tap in. And going back to somatic regulation, concentrate on your senses. Ask yourself questions. Okay, am I cold? Am I hot? What am I smelling? What am I touching right now? What am I seeing? Like zoom yourself into reality. Try to find out what's going on in your surrounding. Some people find it very useful to stamp your feet, on the one spot. It's called grounding exercise, and that is very helpful. Now that is first aid, and afterwards you really want to sit down with yourself or talk with somebody. But if you are the one who's not experiencing directly but indirectly panic attack, meaning you're supporting or you want to support someone who's going through panic attack, then all those tips are very important and very valid. But I think your presence is very important. So stay with that person who's going through panic attack, and just try to be there for them. Remind them that you are there to help, and they don't need to be scared. You are with them in it. They're not in it by themselves. Talk to them, encourage them, maybe distract them. Talk to them about favorite movie or show, something that enables them thoughts to extract themselves from this anxious experience. And check with them in the end whether they want to talk about it, whether they need to find the help, whether they want you to support them in finding the help as well. Now, I really hope that it is helpful and useful. Don't forget to join, to sign in, to like this video, join and then sign to AJS Therapy YouTube channel. On a weekly basis, we're adding more videos like that. And I hope to see